This video is going to look at neuropsychology. Now, on your specification, you've got to know about cognitive neuroscience, so how the structure or function of our brain relates to certain behaviours, and also how neurological damage, so how a stroke or brain injury can affect our motor abilities and behaviour. So cognitive neuroscience, this is how mental processes such as learning and memory and brain activity are related or connected. And the aim of cognitive neuroscience is to create a detailed map of the brain so we can identify which aspects of behaviour are related to which areas of the brain. Now, we need to remember that certain parts of our brain are related to behaviours. We've already learned that the motor cortex is responsible for movement. You've got a part of the brain called the amygdala, which is in the temporal lobe, which processes emotions, and it can cause things like aggressive behaviour. Long-term memory is also located in certain areas of the brain. And depression is linked to low levels of neurotransmitters such as serotonin. So it shows us that parts of the brain are definitely linked to different behaviours and ways of thinking. Now, neurological damage is any damage to our neurons. Now, the location and seriousness of that damage is really important, especially for recovery. So for example, a stroke. This occurs when the blood supply to part of your brain is interrupted due to a blockage or a bleed in the brain, and parts of your brain may potentially die as a result. The damage can be permanent, but what research has shown is that other areas of the brain can actually take over some of those functions. Now, damaging the motor area in the brain, if you damage the left side of your motor area, then that's going to impact any movement on the right side of your body. If you damage the right area or right side of your motor cortex, that's going to limit the movement in your left side of your body. Now, it could affect your fine motor movements or even more complex movements as well, such as walking. Now, damaging our language areas would also result in speech problems. So if you damage your Broca's areas, it means you'd be able to only speak slowly and have trouble finding the right words.